Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Leg. Another adjustment, of course. Hang on. It was blurry. Alright, that should be better. Now you can see my ugly face, there you go. Alright guys, face shave time. I showed you the razors I got in the other day, and one of them was this. It's a Gem Micromatic Bullet Tip. That's that. When I showed you guys, it wouldn't open and close properly, but now it just did, and now it's not going to do it. You son of a gun. No, it's still not going to want to open. It's loose. Just got to pop the lid up, the cap up, and then it'll close tight. Alright. It was just working. I swear to God, I just did it like 6 times in a row, and it was fine. Alright. Brand new gem blade. Sits in there very nicely. And closes tight. I swear to you, I just had it working. Of course, as soon as I turn the camera on, it don't want to. But if you notice, the brass is coming through from the chrome plating. So I'm going to see if I can use my Dremel and get the rest of this brass coating off, or chrome coating off the brass, and go with brass here, this little chrome ring here, brass here, and then the chrome head and the brass base plate. And do a 2-tone razor. We'll see. Alright, then the other one I showed you with my Old Spice coffee mug. It was made from 84 to 85. And it came with a puck of soap, and I thought it was Old Spice soap. They didn't say what it was. But upon further inspection of this with a magnifying glass, it does say Colgate-Palmolive company. So that would make it early 80s. And this shit was dry. I added a little water to it and absorbed it all, but it came out almost like a powder when I scraped it. I didn't want to use the puck itself for various reasons. And the brush I got that came with it, Dave in Kentucky said that this is an unmarked Burma shave boar brush. It was never used, guys. This was brand new. It's still stiff as a board, but we're going to go ahead. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and use it one time, probably, and one time only, most likely. And then we will put it up. I don't know. I might use this one. Because if you guys remember, see over my head, I got that Burma shave kit, and it's got a brush in there. So I got one that's unused. It's got the soap in there, the brush, and a couple other things. I can't remember which right now. Okay, well, let me tell you what. She's an old soap. I'm getting little chunkies floating around in it though, because it, like I said, when I went to cut some off, scrape some off the bottom, it shredded like powder. And I put some water in it and mashed it a little bit, but it still wouldn't. Can you see the chunkies floating around in there? It's making a good lather though. It's making a real, look at it, it's making a real good lather. Alright, that should be good enough because I'm going to put water on it when it's on my face. So, we're going to find out. Probably going to have chunkies on my face. Oh, and I got a little spray bottle with skin bracer in it. You know what? There is absolutely no scent to that soap at all. So, we'll get the brush out of the way. How about that? That's a nice familiar scent. There was no scent to this. It didn't even really smell like soap. I mean, it was like scentless. Completely. Oh, mucho better. I hope everybody had a wonderful, relaxing Memorial Day. And I hope everybody remembered that Memorial Day isn't about getting an extra day off of work and barbecues. It's about remembering those who gave all for this country. We celebrated yesterday because my wife was off on Monday anyways, so she took Sunday off, and we had her sister, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law over, and her friend came up who lives like 2 hours south of us. She drove up because she's selling her home and she's moving to Tennessee. She hasn't seen my wife, and they're good friends. They've been friends for 40 years. They haven't seen each other in 14 years. So she made the drive up to see her before she moves to Tennessee, which I thought was nice of her. It's not like we didn't have enough food. I'll tell you right now, I don't use a lot of gem razors. You guys know that. I've used them a few times. And I used the last one a couple weeks ago, was it? This one is a lot milder than that one was. The shave is fine. Don't get me wrong. The shave is fine. But this has a safety bar, and that one was an open comb. But there's definitely a lot less blade feel. If you were in a hurry, you could speed shave with this, I do believe. Oh, there's still a lot there. Might not have my angle proper. I don't use them a lot, so it's a possibility. Or was just expecting too much out of it for first pass. We'll see. So, I spent most of the today modifying my grill. If you guys Now I bought a cheap one. Admittedly, it was only $149. I got it on sale for $119 or $109. Excuse me, $109. But you get the barrel grill, and it's got the little firebox grill attachment on the lower side, one side, and there's a hole in the big barrel one so that the heat and smoke can come up into it, so you can use the firebox to build your fire in, and then smoke in the bigger part. And the other smoke, the firebox also has, mine has grates in it, so that if you're just cooking for a couple people, a couple burgers or a couple steaks, you can just build a fire in the firebox and grill over that. You don't have to fire up the big, humongous grill. You just use a small one. Well, if you guys get one of those with the intent on smoking meats. Now, I've known about this problem for mine for a while, but I just recently came into some scrap metal that would help me solve my problem. The problem with smoking anything, like ribs, you gotta smoke them for 6 to 8 hours. Some people go 2, they go 300, 350 and they do it for 2 hours, whatever. I like low and slow. I go 185 to 225 for at least 8 hours. Okay, that's how I do my ribs. That's me. But when you're smoking that long, the grate on the bottom that you build your fire on and lets the ash drop through, it better be higher than that much off the base of the firebox, off the base plate. And that's all mine was. It fills up with ash. Real quick. And if you go to a campfire and you got a fire going, it's getting air from all over. When you're building fire in a firebox, fire needs air. It draws air. Fire doesn't draw air down. It draws up from underneath and shoots it up. It needs to be able to draw air through the bottom to generate the heat to get a good burn going. If you're full of ash, you're not getting air draw. And that's the problem that I ran into. I had to lift the grate a couple times and scrape all the ash to one end. And then put the grate back down and spread my coals back out. It was a pain in the ass. Well, I fixed that today. I came in, like I said, I came into some scrap metal that I used to extend my grate up. Now it's about that far off the base plate of the firebox. So I got room for ash. So if you're going to buy one of those, check that. And if you're going to use it for smoking, and you're going to smoke anything for over 2 or 3 hours, check that. Make sure it's got enough space. Otherwise, you're going to have to do some modifications to build it up. You can stack round discs of metal and set it on top, the legs on top of it. Doesn't matter. You're going to have to modify it though. You're going to have to. We're getting there. Shave is getting there. I just thought I'd bring that to your attention just in case. I spent a good part of today doing that. Making sure I had enough. I made it once and I was like, I can go higher. I want more space, so I had to remake it again. That's okay. It wasn't hard to do, it's just a little time consuming. Oh yeah, that's definitely a much milder. That Colgate still got some residual slickness too. Still got some residual hairs too. Okay, this one, for me, likes to shave at a little steeper angle. Okay, that's the trick to this one. Because my other gems, you're almost flat. You're kind of like that. This one likes to be more like this to get a good cut. Okay, I can deal with that. But like I said, my other gems, you're almost flat. They're more like this to shave. This one likes it more. Okay. Yes, I still have residual slickness from that Colgate. Puck's 40 years old at least. It's drier than hell. Got very good slickness. DFS. I don't think I'll get BBS with that. I could chase all day and probably not get it. But it's DFS. It's a good shave. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. More than acceptable. More than acceptable. That is definitely milder than the other gems I've tried. HomeLike Shaving Alum stick. Yeah, I keep opening it back up. I think I did with that too. It feels like it anyways, because it's shooting up to like a 3. And I'm not getting anything on the cheeks. But that's like a 3. That's fine. Perfectly fine. We're good. Take it for a spin around the dome. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely like in the more of an angle to shave with, and that is perfectly fine. Every razor's just got to be a wee bit different than the other one, doesn't it? Oh, it's a double-edged razor. It's just 33-degree angle. Fine, let's go at it. Till you find out that that razor prefers a 40-degree angle or a 25-degree angle. Okay, I had something happen today. it's very, very strange. It's not my fault. Well, what I said was my fault, but what happened wasn't my fault. I ran up to the store. I was coming back from the store, and I turned onto my street. Well, when you turn onto your street, I had to make a left into my street, but into the right-hand lane. For my UK audience, yes, we drive on the opposite side of the street from you guys because you guys do it wrong. But okay, we're not going into that right now. Anyways. And don't say we do it wrong, because even Canada does it our way, not your way. So, anyways. So, I make a left into the right-hand lane like I'm supposed to. I'm going slow. It's only 15 in the park. I'm not even doing that going around the corner, taking a left turn. And as I come around the turn, there's a guy on a bicycle coming up the middle of my lane. So I finish my turn, and he's still a little ways away. And like I said, I was only doing 15, so I slow down and stop. Because I couldn't go around him, because there's a golf cart coming up in the opposite direction. Well, the golf cart ended up turning 2 streets down. I mean, they're short blocks, so, but no turn signals, nothing. You don't know what they're going to do. Hell, even if it had them, they wouldn't use them. But anyways, I didn't, because if I'd done that and the golf cart was going straight, it would have been a close call between them coming this way and me going. Anyways, so I just stopped. I was, let this jerk move off to the side, to the right, because there's room on the right on the road plus the sidewalk. There's no curb. The road and the sidewalk are the same level. So I'm like, okay, I'll let him go by. And then I'll continue. Not in a hurry anyways. So as he makes his turn in front of my car, because like I said, he's coming up the middle of my lane. He goes to my passenger side. I should say this way. He goes to my passenger side, and as he starts coming down the side of my car, he starts to wobble like, and I look, and he got to my C pillar. A pillar supports the windshield, B pillars between the 2 doors, and C pillars the back, between the window of the back door and the back window. Okay, he gets to my C pillar. Of course, that's a blind spot, and I'll see him, but he never comes out the back window. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I look at my side mirror, and I don't see him either. Right? So I lean forward, and I pull up a little bit, and then I stop again, and I can see him. He's laying, he wrecked his bike. His bike's laying in the sidewalk. He's laying in the grass, all sprawled, arms straight out to his sides like he's going to get crucified. I'm like, what the bizzuck is this shit? So I throw the car in park, open the door, put my leg on, because I got to take my right leg off to dry. Because I can't, the angle's wrong. I can't bend it enough to get it out of the way to drive with my hand controls. So I had to just take it off to drive. Put my leg on, get out of the car, walk around the back of my car, and he's still just laying in the grass, face up, arms out to his side like he's going to get crucified or something. Not making a sound, just laying there. He's blinking. I can see he's blinking. And I'm like, do you need to be shot? He's like, he lifts his head and looks at me and goes, what? I said, you know, did you break a leg or a hip or something? Do you need to be shot and be put out of your misery? Oh, no, I'm fine. Okay. I said, all right, fine. He's like, you're not going to offer to help me up after you made me wreck? I said, I didn't make you wreck. You're riding in the street in the middle of my lane. I stopped to give you plenty of time to go around my car, and when you did, you wrecked yourself. Don't give me any shit. And I said, no, I can't help you up. Why not? I said, because if I try to help you up, we'll both be laying in the grass. I said, you got a cell phone? Yeah. I said, call somebody who can help you up. I gotta go. I'm not dealing with stupid people today, is what I was thinking. It's like, no, sorry. I was completely stopped and you wrecked your bike going around my car. You're a twat. Sorry, you are. You're just a complete frickin' moron. You should see the look on his face when I asked him if he needed to be shot, though. What? Did you break a leg, break a hip? Because, you know, we put stupid animals down when they do that. I'm sorry if this video is long. I haven't even seen the time. I can't see it, so I put my glasses on. Yeah, I'm not going to try and pull up a guy that weighed at least 250 off the ground without having any legs. We'll both be on the grass, and you'll need to call a forklift to get my fat ass up. Good enough. Good enough. It's a good shaver. It's a mild shaver. It's a classic. That's all I can say. It's a classic. Don't overlook it. Nothing. Nothing from the alum stick. No. Don't even need to do that. It was strange because it was like, what the frick is your problem, dude? You had a good 30 feet from the time I stopped to you got even close to the front of my car. You had plenty of time to move over, and you basically the problem was you waited to almost the last second to do it. Like I was supposed to move for him when he's in the middle of my lane. I was stopped. There's not much else I could freaking do, you know. That was Dickinson's Witch Hazel. Skin Bracer by Mennen. Good stuff. The classics. You can't beat the classics. I'm going with the Cerf Rouge Recovery Splash Aftershave or Balm. I like this stuff. I like the way it feels on my skin after the shave. I really do. So I gotta thank Ben for sending that to me because I do like this. I like the way it feels. Alright guys, that's the shave. Gem Micromatic. I can see the mechanism here. See there, I can see it working. See, icky. Gotta clean that razor out. Good razor, mild, very mild for a gem. Burma shave, boar brush, work good. It's still stiff as hell. Like I said, that's never been used. You could tell that. Well, if you saw that video where I was bouncing my hand off that, you can see how stiff those bristles were. Alright guys, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Don't overlook the gems. If you're looking for a new razor, you want to try something different, you think about trying a single edge, don't overlook the gems. You can still get them pretty cheaply on eBay. But don't overlook them. They're good shavers. Okay. I was trying to see something. I was looking through the lather channels on the razor, and it looked like it was all clogged with hair underneath the blade. So I gave it a shake in the water, and the blade came out. Because I had the cap open. Well, duh, that's gonna happen. All right, thanks guys. Appreciate you being here. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. Like I said, all be safe out there. Enjoy your rest of your week. I will see you probably Thursday for another shave. And with that, I will say, enough of the babbling fat guy. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, and happy Memorial Day. And a salute to all those who have sacrificed it all for us to have the liberties and freedoms we still enjoy in this country today. Peace out, guys.